Took my family away from my Carolina home. Had dreams about the West and started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-covered trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. We were digging and shifting from 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bars. Sinning was the big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Dance hall girls were the evening treat. Empty cartridges and blood lined the streets. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the noise of their 44 guns. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Now my widow, she weeps by my grave. Tears flow free for her man she couldn't save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame, all for the useless and no good, worthless claim. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Waiting for me there.
Test. Okay, she whiz. No updates or nothing. No, I didn't pull an ad, Mr. Lodak. I know. I can see it right here on my encoder, Mr. Lodak. Oh, aggravating. Hey, YouTubers and friends, how are you all doing tonight? A lot better now, I hope. Tonight, I guess Rose, she's out exploring the Rio Grande in New Mexico looking for all kinds of goodies. So she might stroll in later. But we have Toledo Jess and Dano tonight with our guest, John, the Digologist. Should be a really good show, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey, YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with Toledo Jess, Dano, the Treasure Vixens, and I. Never know, maybe one day, Dano, Walmart will sponsor us. They did comment. Yeah, I'm not counting on it, Jesse, but they did comment on one of our videos.
Yeah, I know.
We don't care what you call us as long as you shop at Walmart. I think that's what they said. All right. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Sorry about the technical issues earlier.
Well, really, Mr. Lodak just stated that our Australian friends just had a 5.8 earthquake about 30 minutes ago. Yikes.
They're still saying no sound.
What?
Can you
guys hear me?
I am not seeing the chat on my side.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, sound is fine. Hi, all. Hey, what's up, Randy?
Jody, sound is fine. Randy, our Canadians, our Aussies, our friends from around the globe are all here with us tonight.
FTW, Flower Gold Wizard, what's up? Patrick Moore, what's up, buddy? Hey, you guys, Prospecting's in the house, LBPA for life.
There's M.A. Lyman, what's up?
Yep.
Hey, Mike.
David Villa.
Drum Detect, welcome.
Rach, how you doing?
Jersey Ray Diggs. Jersey Ray Diggs. Howdy.
That's
Hi, Susan.
Oh geez, Rachel.
Oh, hey, Rachel.
Kay's digging it, and we're having looks like Jersey History Hunters Raid.
Like Mally Man, what's up?
Strip, thank you for the birthday greeting.
Drum
The
Detect
other
in the
day.
house.
Flower Gold Wizard, good to see you, buddy. M.A. Lyman, it's good to see you. Jeff, sorry, your guy never got a hold of me, you know. So I have a lot going on Tuesday nights. But with that in mind, I will talk about it a little. This coming weekend, the 2021 Rye Patch Nugget Shoot, sponsored by the GPA of Reno, Reno's Prospecting and Detecting Club, Reno Gem and Mineral Society, AMRA, and what's that right there? I think I need new glasses. Can't see it.
Or Zoom.
Well, jeez, whiz. Reno something or other. Let me see. It's free hunts. It's a $5 park entrance fee at the Rye Patch Recreation Area in Lovelock, Nevada. It is shared on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page. I'll end up sharing it to Flashing Your Pans Facebook page also here eventually after the show later. But GPAA of Northern, you could get more information by visiting the GPAA of Northern Nevada, Reno Prospecting and Detecting Club, and Reno Gem and Mineral, or at AMRA. AMRA is always a good site to check out. I guess they have thousands of dollars in detectors and prizes. I know there's a gold monster up for grab and a Mine Lab 600. Some other goodies. So, if you're in the Lovelock area of Nevada, go check it out this weekend. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So, there you go. Hope that's sufficient, Smith's Gold. So,
Enough said.
enough said.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
I love Nevada's a cool state. Nevada is a very cool state. If you've never been there, that's a good place to explore out in the desert and the mountains and stuff.
Went to Virginia City there. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Old boardwalk town.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, the railroad and all
Yep,
kinds of cool stuff.
here.
Then you have
Yeah.
the biggest little city in the world, Reno.
Well, there's on what's that? 90 goes across Nevada. There's a sand dune that travels around in this valley. It moves from one area to another over a couple years period, where the whole sand dune itself literally moves from one like corner of a valley, and then a few years later you'll see it somewhere else. It's like the whole pile moves. It's weird.
I'm sure out there it gets pretty windy.
Yeah, you got desert, mountains, desert, mountains, desert. All lined up. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. But that was a trip to go to that sand dune one weekend, and it'd be in one spot in the valley. You go a couple of weekends later, and it'd be moved somewhere else.
The
But it was a whole pile-
Winnemucca sand dune.
Yeah, the whole thing would move around. Pretty cool.
Thank you, Mr. Marsh. And Lee, I hope you left that snowmobile in the junkyard where you took a picture of it, buddy. Unless you want to send it in a lake for some fish habitat. It looked like a lot of work to me. All right. Well.
Oh, I wanted to tell you about my couple mornings here.
Oh, yeah.
So some of you people know that I've lost a couple cars out front, crash. It was five total vehicles out front. So anytime we hear something or anytime we hear something or see flashing lights out front, that's the first thing we think of. Well, yesterday morning about 6 in the morning, wake up and we see lights flashing in the house and stuff in our bedroom window, and get dressed, go out there. First thing I look at is my cars. They're fine, but you got fire trucks, police cars just blocked the whole area off. And our house across the street had caught on fire. That was weird because we didn't smell it, nothing. The only thing that woke us up was the sound of the trucks, right? So we find out that the house caught on fire and nobody was hurt and everything was okay. So this morning, about 3 o'clock in the morning, same thing. Lights flashing, the garage caught on fire. Holy crap. It's eventful couple mornings. And if you remember last week at this time, I had a storm rolling through, remember?
Yep.
Guess what I got rolling through now?
A storm.
A storm. Move my car. Yeah. So do you, Dano.
Why you gotta say that?
Because
It's on the map, Dano.
on the map. It's heading your way too, Ed.
Leave me out of it.
Sharing is caring, Dano.
I had a river flowing through my garage.
I know there's flood watch. Hopefully, pardon me.
What's up, Wayne Peterson? How are you, sir?
Hopefully there won't be none. So
Yeah, well, don't be surprised if I lose power again. So I
we'll
guess
be
we
fine.
should. Huh?
You'll be fine.
Okay. I'm glad you. Hey, look who's here. Wayne Nugget Brain Peterson. What's up? Heavy metal detective. So we should bring our guests in since we're done talking. You got nothing to say.
I think we're pretty much done.
I think we got everybody.
I think so. Hi, Ken. Cool Arrows Gold, hello.
Practical Ken, hello. Cool, Practical Ken. Hey, Deej.
It's good to see you, Deej. William, good to see you as always. Our buddy JP Lonzamore and William were the first here. Surprised William wasn't first, but JP beat him to it.
Well, congratulations.
Wayne got engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Found yourself a proper gold digger, huh, Wayne?
Hello, Michelle.
Michelle Kellogg's a good personal friend of mine. I've known her since junior high school days. It's always good to see you, Michelle.
Jeff, what's all your knees doing, Dano?
That's tight back in, almost good. I'm just scared to go to the doctor because I'm afraid they're going to take water off of it. I've had water drained before. It's not a good feeling.
Well, hopefully it will heal up well, Dano.
Now, if they
Wayne, I hope she's listening to the show because that's what we got tonight. We got metal detectors.
if they put cortisone in after they drain it, it'll feel better. But if they don't put cortisone in, it hurt.
Well, hope it don't hurt too bad.
I don't like cortisone.
I seen Jeff's new video. Did you see Jeff's new video yet? He went out fishing with Gary, and the seas actually weren't 8-foot swells. They were just nice and.
No, I haven't seen it. I'll have to check it out.
I don't think he chummed.
Yeah. You think he'd show it if he did?
I would.
Yeah. You show him chumming, but
I'd show me. I'd be hanging over the boat with the fish pole one hand.
John's right there, Mike. John's right there. So And we'll get to him, Mike. I know you're waiting, buddy. And people are talking about weather in the room. Yeah, Kays, I've known Michelle for about 10 years. uh, 10 years. I'm
I-
forever young.
Can you hear me, Ed?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, will I be able to see all the chat? Because all I see is you guys in the chat right now.
Do you have YouTube open?
I'm on the Zoom meeting.
Well, that's the only, if that's what you have, that's all you'll see.
Yeah, if you don't have YouTube opened up, you won't be able to see the YouTube chat.
I see. So that's how can I do that without losing you guys?
Well, just get on the YouTube, and then once your YouTube opens up, take your Zoom interface and put it over the video portion of it.
And
So
mute
that you
your
cover
video.
up that part, right? Cover up the video, and then you can follow the chat along with us.
Well, Jeff said he did. He chummed.
See if I can
Well,
do that.
he did. He chummed.
Hey,
It's all right.
Brewers. Happens to the best of us, Smith.
Some people are forever chummers.
3 hours it took though, so he was a champ. 3 hours before it cut loose.
You lasted longer than I would have, dude. I'll tell you that right now. I know about Dramamine.
Been a long
not
time
afraid to use
since I've
it.
been on the open seas.
Yeah, but don't that Dramamine make you so sleepy you can't hardly function anyway?
No. It doesn't me anyways. No, it doesn't me. I go on the lake here in Lake Erie when I go on a charter boat to go fishing, and I take Dramamine just so I don't get queasy. I don't necessarily get to the chumming part, but I do get queasy, and that really sucks. You know.
Well, I have John posted large, guys. So let's start torturing our guest.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's up?
I'm trying to get back on here with you guys. There we go.
There you go.
Y'all see me? I can't see y'all yet. I got the chat open for YouTube, but I'm trying to get you guys back. Oh, here we go. Y'all down
Yep.
here.
There you
Now,
go.
every time you go chat in the YouTube chat, your Zoom interface is going to go behind the video.
Yep.
Right.
So you just have to remember that. Don't pay attention at all to the YouTube video because you'll be seeing things in the past.
All right.
Yeah, because there's a little bit of a delay, but the chat is pretty much in sync.
Well, we
Alright.
only have about a 10-second delay, so it ain't
One more
that bad.
man. How are you tonight? So how are you tonight, John?
Doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Yeah, that's good. So you're the Digologist, huh?
Yep. I've been Digologist on YouTube since about October of 2017.
Yeah. So how long you been metal detecting?
I started back in 2012. I was dating this girl, and I was talking about metal detecting so much that she went out and bought me a bounty hunter gold digger for $79, and I was thrilled. I started out on doing some beach hunts. Did that for maybe a year or two. Then I started doing some parks, and just advanced from there to going in the woods, in the creeks, and anywhere else I could go.
So you what were you watching people metal detecting on YouTube? Or is it something that maybe you did when you were younger for a minute?
No, when I was a kid, I used to hang out with my grandfather, and he was a rock hound. So I did a lot of, rock hunting with him.
Oh, that's cool. That's part of the treasure. And
was fun. That got me, that's kind of what, got me into being in the outdoors and, searching for things. Cause I was doing arrowhead hunting when I was a kid too.
Nice.
And, going down in the creeks and looking for amethyst, going into farmers' fields and digging up garnets. We had places where we would go and dig up quartz crystal, really nice looking crystal clusters. He was really, really into it, like we are in what we do. He was passionate about rockhound. He used to make jewelry, belt buckles, earrings, all kinds of really neat stuff. And he got me interested in being in the outdoors. And I got out of it, of course, when I grew up a little bit older. I got into other things, but met a fella named Richard, and he was into Civil War hunting, and he got me interested in it. And I took off from there and decided, I want to try this. And I got this first machine, got my first ring the first week I was out on the beach, and I was hooked. It was like it's kind of like an addiction right now. I usually hunt 3 days out of the week. It may not be for 6-8 hours, but it might be for 2.5, 3 in the evening after work. But I'm still out there doing it, still putting in the time.
So, you said you got hooked. In my mind, I flashed on. Well, as a kid, you got a little nibble of being outdoors, right? You got that. You played with rocks, and you learned a little bit about rocks, and then you got older, and you got hooked by the treasure.
Yeah, I love it. If I'm not talking about metal detecting to all my coworkers, which kind of gets on their nerves after a while.
Yeah.
Then I'm looking at videos. If I got something going at work and it's slow, I'll pop up some videos on the computer at work. And got into making videos in 2017 because I said, these guys can do it. I can do it. And of course, I had to fumble my way through the software.
What's so hard about pointing the camera and talking, right?
You would be surprised. If you've seen all my B-roll footage that I'll never show, there is a learning curve for making. And
I think anyone that does videos knows.
Yep. I just think about it all the time. I love to do it, get out there, and especially in the fall. I'm looking forward to the cooler weather. Now I know guys up north, they get some really cold winters, and it's a bummer because it's hard to dig a hole in the ground when the ground is, frozen solid.
Right.
But here where I live, the coldest it usually gets is in the 20s, and the ground is seldom frozen in the woods because you got the tree cover. And that's usually where you'll find me between October and let's say March, in the woods, in the farm fields, in the creeks.
Yeah, well, you get your 20 degrees, but it's only for a day or two, right? It's not for weeks.
We don't have long cold spells.
Yeah.
If we get some temperatures down in the 20s or the teens, it's very, very brief, and it's a big news event here.
Right.
Mhm.
Everybody's trying to make sure that everybody's dog's in the house, and have you wrapped your pipes, leave your water running. People just freak out. You get an inch of snow in this area, and people drive like the road is dry. And it's crazy, but I'm really happy that we don't have them really cold winters like up in New England, because it lets me get out there and do what I love.
Yeah, we're kind of at a standstill in the winter here too in Ohio.
Yeah.
Especially where I'm at in upper Ohio, and yeah, unless you want to break ice and get in the water. I don't.
I can only imagine.
I'm not as young as I once was.
Oh. Was that Jim from coils to the soil
Yeah.
wants to know how you are liking the Knox.
I like it a lot. I really do. My buddy Dime Detective, I think he's still in the chat here. He badgered me for about 3 years to get a Knox, and I kept saying, well, I'm doing pretty good with this AT Max. I was finding silver, I was finding relics, so I wasn't that big a hurry. But then I decided, I want to do some more beach videos, and I'm just not getting what I wanted out of the AT Max on the beach. It just wasn't finding the good stuff. And so I broke down and got the money together and bought the Knox, and it's been pretty good ever since.
So what did you start off with?
The first machine I ever had was a bounty hunter gold digger. And it was
The one your girlfriend bought you.
yeah, $79 machine.
Right.
And it good on the beach. It had 3 tones. I could tell the iron from the nickels from the high tones, and I was happy with it. But then I decided I need to upgrade, and my brother Bill in North Carolina, he actually got me one for my birthday. It's called a Viper Trident. Now, some of these metal detecting companies just show up out of nowhere, put out several detectors, and then they're gone.
Right.
This one did okay, but it's heavy and it didn't have a really good discrimination on it. I didn't like it. So then I eventually invested in the AT Max, and I was thrilled. I've had the AT Max for probably 4 or 5 years until I upgraded to the Knox. Trying to get you.
And now, do you think you'll ever go back to the AT again?
I will always have it. I'm not going to sell it. Just going to hang on to it as a backup in case the Knox goes down on me. I'm also want to keep it because I got a niece in North Carolina who always wants to go metal detecting with me, and I'm going on a week-long fishing trip around the end of October down in Frisco on the Outer Banks, and I'm bringing both the machines. And I got a cousin, Nelson. He's got a Garrett Ace 400, but he wants to use my AT Max. I said, yeah, man, you can run that. We'll do some beach hunting while we're down here doing some fishing. So I'm gonna hang on to it,
Well, Jim, sounds like Jim from Coils to the Soil wants to go out and hunt. He's a big beach hunter.
Yeah, I met him at our local beach down here, and we talked for a few minutes. I sent him a couple pictures here and there. He's a pretty good guy. Yeah, I wouldn't mind hooking up with him and his wife, and maybe doing a video on a beach or something, or possibly getting them to go on a woods hunt, farm field hunt with me. It would be nice.
Now, if I recollect right, Jim's wife is Gina. If I remember right, they were really good guests on our show. Had a lot of fun with them on. But yeah, right on. Someday. And sound like Deej met you at Pound the Ground.
Yeah, I had been looking at Deeja's videos and had the opportunity to meet her at Pound the Ground 2019 before all this sickness showed up. And I've been watching her videos and did a little artwork because I'm a still fabricator, and I sent her a thing. I see the chat over here.
We're
Detectives,
getting an echo again, guys.
Are we echoing again?
Yeah.
Let me see if it's this channel.
We'll just roll with it.
I turned on the delay.
So besides, do you do any other type of treasure hunting besides just metal detecting? I mean, do you go out, bottle digging or anything like that? Prospecting, gold prospecting.
I won't lie, I'm pretty much a detectorist. That's about it.
Well, Virginia has some pretty good gold, John. You might want to make it up into them hills and find some of that beautiful Virginia gold.
I'm thinking about building a small sluice box at work and maybe getting me some gold mat, and maybe I can get a few pointers from you and a few other guys, because I really don't know nothing about panning or sluicing, but it looks interesting. It looks fun. I'd like to do it. I always like to be out in the creeks. I've heard from my son, who has a friend that does it. There's some places in Northern Virginia that they have some pretty good gold, like Bull Run, and I can't think of the other one right now, but there's gold here.
Oh yeah, there are a friend of ours, the prospecting geologist, Matt. He does quite a bit in the Virginia gold belt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does pretty well from what I've seen, and our friend Brian Wilder went down there when he's not dredging for gold with the Bering Sea crew. He's actually from Maine. He's played with his dredge a little in Virginia. You might we might be able to help you out on corrupting you with gold prospecting. You could find, you have the Nox 800 that does have 2 prospecting modes in it.
It does.
I happened to, it helped me find 3 really nice nuggets in the mother lode 2 years ago with our friend in chat here, Smith's Gold. I was on the river with him when I found those. I was a real happy camper. Actually, that day we all found gold, and between us all, you have it handy, Jesse?
Oh, I do.
Wait.
Yeah.
Let me
When I
pen
was
you up so you can show it.
I was only going to show John. Everybody else has already seen them.
Oh, so what? It's gold porn.
That's true. Are we ready?
Yeah, you're ready.
Okay. So that's what I found with my, right there. With my monster, my Mine Lab Monster One, Gold Monster 1000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
My first nuggets that I ever found.
Did you
So
guys, since you guys are primarily prospectors, did you guys you ever watch Jay Gold on YouTube over in Australia? In Australia? He's one of my
what's his name?
his channel's called Jay Gold.
Maybe.
Jay Gold. He finds big nuggets down there, and
Oh, you guys find big nuggets.
I watch Red Dog from Australia. I watch Tassie Boys Adventures from Tasmania.
right.
Um, Shane from Busted Knuckles and Chris Bogus for the most part.
Right.
I've been slacking quite a bit on my watching YouTube lately. Between work and my commute, I don't get much YouTube time in.
Well,
I hear
he's
you.
got a lot of subscribers. And I am subscribed.
Oh, I'm sure I am too. What's his name?
Jay Gold.
Jay Gold? It sure rings a bell.
I think it's just the letter J and the word gold. And
Right.
that's
I'm
really good videos. Most of their prospecting there is in the hard outback, and everything they dig, they have to use a pick.
Oh yeah, I'm subscribed.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's some badass country. Beep. Um, they're in the outback.
I see JP Lawns and Moore's in the house. How y'all doing?
JP.
Joe, Drummond the Tech. Jim, how you doing? Jim Coles from the Soul.
Yeah, Jim says you can get a hold of Gig Master. He can show you where to find gold in Virginia.
Oh yeah, there you go.
About the Gig Master. I've done a few hunts with him. Got a few videos in for you. As a
There you
matter of
go.
fact, yeah, matter of fact, Gig Master lives less than 10 minutes away from me.
There you go. Go hang out with him. Tell him, hey, help me find some gold. I want to learn how to find some gold.
Hunting around DS, Michelle.
What's that?
Please elaborate on that more. DS. Talk about your hunting around DS.
What?
Oh, I don't know what Michelle Kellogg's trying to say. It's talk about your hunting around DS. Gigmaster cracks me up. She says, Indiana Tones, how you doing, Lou?
Hey, Lou. I like his videos. I like when he does live beach videos. They're always fun to follow along.
Yeah, I have to reschedule Lou actually. He was supposed to be on, but he's a first responder, so um, got to make sure we can connect. Now what are you talking about DS, Michelle? Elaborate, please, sis. I can't read minds. If you're not yet subscribed to our friend John, head over there to Digologist and become part of his family.
I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm probably around 950 some. And
You're at 960 right at the second.
all right.
So if we
Guys.
could, we have 43 in the chat. So I don't know how many of them are subscribed to you already, but if you're not subscribed to John, do me a favor, hit up his channel, become a subscriber tonight.
Yes, I would definitely appreciate it. Trying to get to that coveted 1,000.
Yeah, well, look at
962.
Woohoo!
Come
All
on.
right.
More,
Thank you, guys.
more, more. It's all them. They're great. They're awesome out there.
Hey, Kay, how are you doing? I see you in the chat. Jersey Ray, how you doing? I'm gonna be checking out some of your videos. Don't you worry, I ain't forgot about you. Let me see. Let me say hello to a couple people. Mr. Lodak, how are you? Joel, Drummond the Tech. Digging with Deej. Hey, Deej, how are you? Going backwards here in the chat. Down Detective, you're a bum because you should have been here. You should have pulled up a chair beside me. I would have got him on in here. But anyway, I want to talk about the hunting grounds that we've been on for about the past, I'd say 6 or 8 months. I'll try to keep it brief, but I'm telling you.
No, knock yourself out. We got time.
All right. We got this piece of land where they're building some homes. What I call it is save it before they pave it videos. So we'll find a place where they're starting to build a bunch of homes, whether it's an old farm field or a patch of woods. One of the first places I hunted with a dime detective and his brother Doug, who I called Doug Money on the video, was a place we called the Button Factory. And we named it that because we must have pulled 60 or 80 colonial buttons out of there, all types. We also pulled silver, Civil War relics. And Dime Detective actually got a really nice Spanish cob out of there. It's small, but it's a cob. So that's like 17th century money. Cut silver in there. So we hunted that place until the roads were in and the houses were framed and there was not much left. And then the weather started getting hot. So we hunted here and there through the spring and summer. And just recently, well, not recently, but maybe about 6-7 months ago, we ran across this piece of property where they're building some homes. And we got up in there and started out finding some Indian heads. I wasn't too impressed. And then we switched fields and went to a smaller field. Then we started getting Civil War buttons, Civil War bullets. We got some old U.S. silver, Mercury dimes, Barber dimes. And then at one particular hunt, I went and I dug a 2008 Barber quarter. And that was big time for me because I'd never done a Barber quarter. And I think about a week later, I was out there with the guys and wasn't finding a lot myself. They'd found quite a few relics. And I hit on a target on the AT Max, and it was going between 88 and 92. So if anybody uses a machine that hunts in that range, you know that that's the high range, and that usually means big copper, big silver, or it could be big brass. I dug it out of the ground and I flipped the clod up, and there was a Barber half. I was like, oh my goodness. Made a video out of that. It was really, really good find. I was really happy. Then his brother run across a $1 Spanish silver, probably the second week we were there. So we got Spanish silver out of there, US silver, Civil War. At one time I found a little token thing, a little round token, probably about the size of a penny. And I didn't know what it was. It said MC50. And we tried looking it up in the field and we couldn't come up with nothing but MC, what's that, McDonald's? We don't know. So I come home and look it up, and I had stumbled across what's called a Civil War token. Did a little research on it, called a guy up in Jersey who had information on it. And basically this Civil War token was dropped by somebody from the Maryland 4th Cavalry in this field. And if you don't know what the Civil War token is, it's basically change from money that people would give to the
patriotic tokens and good for tokens, merchant tokens during the Civil War period.
Right. It was like change. And, you know, I think some of them were made to where you can get the guys to come back to your store. And that way they could spend the rest of the money there. It was a good marketing thing. But I looked it up on the Numismatic channel. How do you say it? Anyway, it has a rarity of 100, which is about as high as you can go. So it's very rare. It's kind of beat up. It's not worth a lot of money, but it's definitely a great find.
Oh, I love tokens.
Yeah, they're always fun. I mean, you just never know what they were used for. And I didn't know anything about Civil War tokens until I found that one and did the research that night. So move on to next big finds.
Well, I have a question. I'm curious about, you said a place that you're planning to dig up and build homes or build a community, places like that. So is that someplace where you would need to get permission? Or once they start opening up, you just kind of wander around and nobody says anything to you?
You want to get permission from somebody on the job. That's usually what.
Okay.
Yeah,
then my next question is, once you've got that permission to get in there, what are you looking through their piles of dirt? Because I've gone through by places like that, and I thought, you know what, probably all you would find would be like loose nuts and bolts from machinery and things like that. But then you're talking about finding Civil War tokens and this and that.
That ain't necessarily true, Jesse. Topsoil comes from somewhere.
Well, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, when I look at it, because I'm not thinking I'm going to find relics. I'm thinking I'm going to find pieces of broken equipment that happens at job sites, right? Drop bolts, this, that, and the other. But what I think so. Would you look in the dirt piles, or just were they scraped, or where would you pick a spot to metal detect?
Basically, what we try to do is get in there before they get to the fields, all the other fields. If they're clearing out a section, sometimes we'll go into dirt they've already tore up, maybe swing over some dirt piles. You just don't have a lot of luck. So what you got to do is you got to get in there ahead of them in the farm fields where they've bush hogged it.
Ah, okay.
Bush hogged it down because they're going to have all kinds of equipment in there. They're going to have incinerators, several different types of machines, and eventually they're going to be laying pipe. That's the main thing that happens. They lay it all out, and the first thing they do is they lay storm drain.
Right.
So we get in there and we try to find a field that's ahead of the workers, and we hunt that.
Okay.
That's usually you're going to dig junk anywhere. We always dig trash.
Right.
We dig up so much.
Now, do you ever, when they tear up sidewalks or old roads, do you hunt those beds?
I hunted if I get the opportunity. It's just you don't see that a lot. Most of the time around here, they're just building new stuff. I don't see them tear up a lot of roads. But what I do pay attention to is if they're doing construction, like let's say at the beach tore up a bunch of sidewalks in Hampton, a little beach called Buckrow. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but they tore up a bunch of sidewalks and did some remodeling. And I got in there and swung my machine, and I pulled out a barber dime, and I pulled out a couple mercury dimes from 1917 and a few other pieces of change here and there. But yeah, I like to get on these road tear outs and sidewalk tear outs, but it all depends on if you can find them. And to do that, you have to do a lot of driving
Right.
or know somebody in the construction business.
Or okay, well, in that lane that we're going down right now, tore up roads and sidewalks. Is that something that you would want to hit as they're doing it, or like, you know what I'm saying? And once they pull the concrete and everything out of there, you know, a lot of times they'll wait a day or two before they come pour. They'll frame it out a couple of days later, or the next day before they start pouring again. Is that when you want to get in there, or?
As soon as that concrete or asphalt comes out off the ground, that's where I want to be.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to be the first one there. What I would do at the one at the beach is I go there in the evenings. Everybody's off work, and I go down there and start swinging my thing, and nobody's saying anything. This was during the height of COVID too, so there a lot of people were staying at home. The cops were riding around with their lights on, just playing lights on in case you needed help or something. The cops drove right past me, didn't say a word. And they see me out there swinging in the dirt, they wouldn't care. And the beach is right there too. So if I didn't find anything in the dirt where they were tearing out, I just jump across the boardwalk
Over the bridge, over the beach.
out the beach. So yeah, I like getting into these. It's just hard to find them. It's just what I like to do. Like me and Dime Detective and his brother, we usually hit the woods, hit any kind of farm fields, any kind of construction site where they're just starting to tear the trees out, and any other permissions that we can get, really.
I've always, you know, I see plenty of construction going around here, but I always, you know, like I said, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I'm going to find his, you know, nuts, bolts, and stuff, you know, nails and construction stuff, right?
Yeah.
I never even thought about maybe looking, you know, for other things. Just never dawned on me.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm not a metal detectorist.
We're gonna find junk, Jesse, regardless.
I find junk in my yard all the time.
When we were redoing a park here in Van Wert, Ed Moiser,
I know what that is.
he worked close to the park, and he's from Van Wert. just in our topsoil piles, he found like 5 mercuries, uh, a breasted penny, I believe, like 5 uh, Indian heads,
Yeah.
a couple of buffaloes, and with a bit of modern clad. I was wondering where the hell that topsoil came before they dumped it at the park.
Yeah.
It comes from all over. I can tell you about some topsoil that we dug in. I was hunting with some guys up in Colonial Heights around Richmond, Virginia, and we went to a construction site, and we just crawled up on top of these big hills and started swinging. We were pulling out Civil War bullets all over the place, and everybody was pulling out bullets. And the guy that brought us there said that the dirt came from a place called Bermuda 100. Um, that's there was a lot of Civil War action there, so we got lucky on that. And one guy, Brian, he's on Instagram. His name is Willie Vanilli on Instagram. He's a really good guy. He goes over to one of the piles, and it's about 6 foot tall. He swings across the damn pile. All of a sudden, he looks down, and sitting right on top of the dirt is a buckle about this big. He picks it up, and I look at it, and I said, "Where did you get that?" He said, "It was just sitting right here," and it was a 1700 spectacle buckle. Very old buckle, very colonial. I mean, it's just a very good find, just sitting on top of the ground where they had processed the dirt and just put it in another pile. So those kinds of sites can put out if the dirt comes from a place where there was a lot of activity, like either war or a lot of people.
Uh, I know this park used to be a school, and I believe he even found some stuff when we tore up all the sidewalks and stuff around it. And before we put, of course, right after we tore up the sidewalks, before we put in 411s and stuff to build the new bed for it, because who wants to dig through 4 inches of stone
Yeah.
once the stone bed's down? But what's your scariest situation you have ever been into?
Uh, huh, think about this. We pick. Are you talking scary as if you're going to get in trouble or something's going to eat you? What kind of scary
Yeah.
are you talking here?
Well, scary is scary.
Uh, I I'd have to say I was hunting with my buddies, and we matter of fact, it was last week. Well, I can't say that was the scariest, but we did run into a bear last week. The bear came out in the field, saw us, went back in the woods. Um, there was a time when I was hunting an area that we called Steinfield, and I had created this little hatchet. I called it the Root Hawk. It's about this long, and I wanted to test it out before I started trying to sell it to people, make sure it worked. So I go out there in the woods. I'm swinging around, just getting ready to make a video about this. Me chopping on a little bit, and I kneel down to this tree and I'm cutting some roots and I'm filming it. And right in my right ear, someone goes, "Hey there." I turned around and there was nobody there. Um, I was out of there in about a minute. Went straight to my truck, came home. That I, that freaked me out so much that I never went back there by myself. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if some spirit was talking to me, but
That was about contact.
that one got me. That one there. I mean, when you're in the woods by yourself, it's cloudy, it's windy, it's almost dark, and someone comes up beside you and goes, "Hey there."
Yeah.
Clear as day. Yeah, that was pretty unnerving. So I ripped on out of the woods into the open field, so I would feel a little less vulnerable. and got on back on the road and headed back to my truck. So that was
Hey there.
that was about my scariest one there. Yeah.
We
Was that-
have a latecomer to our show. Pardon me while we give her a little heat, if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Rose.
Rose, good to see you. How's New Mexico?
Glorious, guys. It's beautiful. We're up in the mountains right now.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
see a mountain behind you. How's
Oh, good.
looks beautiful there?
Getting a little bit chilly at night, beautiful in the daytime.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad you made it.
John, I'm
That's the
sorry. I'm
desert
so
for
sorry
you.
I'm late, man. Yeah, so sorry, guys.
Oh, it's okay, sis. It's okay. Now we'll get John back pinned up. We'll just thought we'd give you a little heat, sis.
Guys.
I hope you're having fun.
She's from the Treasure Vixens, right?
That is
Yeah.
correct. Yep.
Yeah, I watched one of y'all's videos last night. It was pretty crazy.
I saw your message. That's why I felt even worse when I was well, I was late, but I was with the whole family, so I couldn't get it back any faster.
Family first.
Yep.
No, she remembered, Carl.
Yeah,
guys. Yeah, I was a
she
little tied up.
remembers Ellsworth. You know, say give a good hug to the girls for us.
So that was your spooky one.
Right? Yep.
Yeah. Ever have a two-legged encounter that wasn't very comfortable?
Besides a bear.
No, that's a four-legged encounter.
I haven't had a Sasquatch walk up on me yet, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the Sasquatch is a two-legged. Not what I was thinking of, but yeah, that's close
I
enough.
haven't had that happen. I've let's see. I've had a lady walk up on me at a place that I just stopped at. I seen the business was closed down, and I was jonesing to get some footage. Wanted to get a hunt in before it got late. So I pull in this old metal shop, and I'm thinking, well, this is a metal shop. This is probably gonna be home.
Who's gonna care?
Does this happen to have snakes involved?
Does it have what involved?
Snakes?
No.
Oh, okay, because dime detectives saying snake.
Oh yeah, we have had some snake encounters. He's kind of like the snake whisperer. He keeps running into them. He'll pick them up, play
I
with
want
them.
your Karen incident.
All right, the Karen lady, she came up. I had the truck kind of parked out of sight, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll give it 15 minutes to see what's in this back field. I'm not bothering anybody. The road's not very busy. I pull my truck kind of out of sight, but you can still see it from the road. And this lady comes up, and she goes, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm a metal detective." She says, "Who said you could be here?" I looked at her and I had to be honest. I said, "Nobody, ma'am. I just wanted to try this new machine out." Of course, the machine was about 4 years old at the time. And I had to be super nice. I had to be super nice to her. And I turned it around before she could get really nasty with me. I said, "Yeah, I'm just running around trying to find some spots. And sorry, I'm on your property. I didn't think anybody would mind me just coming back here in this field." "Oh, yeah, well, you can't be here. This is for sale, and we can't have anybody on the property." And she just kept going on. And so I said, "Well, there's not much here other than a bunch of junk metal on the ground." She says, "Well, it is a metal shop." "Okay, yeah, got your point, ma'am. Well, I'm sorry about that, and have a good day." And I took off, and luckily she didn't have the cops on me. But I had to be super nice. What can you do when you go on somebody's property without permission? You better be nice. If you get
Yeah, well, you don't know whether that's really her property or not.
Yeah.
And then again, it probably wasn't, but you don't want to cause a scene either. Not worth the aggravation that it could cause. Though it may have been a fun video, but
Karen goes ballistic while detecting.
That seems to be next time I run into a Karen. I apologize in advance to all Karens out there. I don't know how this got put on your name, but if I ever run into another one, I'll try to remember to turn my camera on and just film the whole thing.
Well, you want to hear something funny?
Yep.
The name Karen. This year there are less than 200 kids being named Karen.
For
It's
that reason.
dropped dramatically over the last 4 or 5 years.
Understandable.
So we're gonna run out of Karens at some point.
Yes. Y'all want to hear another story?
Oh yeah, keep them coming.
Unless Rose has a question.
No, go ahead.
Okay, we'll let you get caught up, Rose.
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you about the boat in my driveway. Been a year storing an old Bayliner and named it the Relic Riser. I've had it out a couple times and had to put another starter on it and foolishly bought a used starter to save money. And of course, it's no good. So now I'm going back to get another starter and probably have to go ahead and invest in a new one. But the Relic Riser is an old boat I turned in from a pleasure boat to a treasure boat. And me and Dime Detective and his brother Doug, we've only been out at one time. And if you buy a 20-year-old boat and you restore it, there's certain things you're not going to find out until you hit the water. Found out the hard way that the shift cable bellows was leaking and it filled the bilge up. And that's what almost made us go down really deep. I tore up my prop, taken off, and we had to keep the pump going, pump the water out. I got all that fixed, and then I had a starter problem because the water got into the starter and corroded it. So after I get everything fixed, I go to start it and it's nothing. So the Relic Riser is going to be in the water this weekend for sure. Getting another starter tomorrow. We're going to be doing some hunting around all these many shores we got here.
Of course, you're starting to realize what the word boat stands for, right?
I was told that long before I even finished.
Okay. Now you know why.
Wait, yeah, what does it stand for?
Break out another 1,000.
What's even worse is if you pull it with a Jeep, because that stands for just empty every pocket.
So you're planning on using your boat how?
Go relic hunting along shores where we can't reach by land. There's a permit you can get through the Marine Resources, and you'll see the gig master out there doing water hunts, and you'll see Matt Gone Digging doing water hunts.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to do what they're doing, so that I sunk my heart, soul, and quite a bit of money into this old beater. Turned it around. It looks pretty good. Just has a few little things to work out, but I'm gonna get in the water this weekend. That's my goal.
You're gonna end up getting into scuba diving like Matt too and stuff?
Probably not so much scuba diving, but getting close to shore where we can wade in the water off the shore. And as long as we have the permit that you can buy for relic hunting in the waters of Virginia, I can pretty much go off of any shore without getting any trouble.
There's also megalodon teeth to be found in some of the rivers in your state also.
That's true. Scuba is something I may get into, but the problem with scuba in this area is this, the water is so murky that you really can't see anything. You have to be this close to the bottom of the water to see the bottom of the river to see the sand. It's not much there. You have to have a bright light. The best thing you can do is go down there with your scuba gear and a short detector and just feel around, grab everything you can and stick it in your bag or take it back to the boat. If you get into deep water scuba diving, then it's basically grab and go back up, because you're just back and forth.
Right.
But we're going to start out like beginners, like we are, and just hunt the shores in water, chest deep and below, and hopefully find some colonial relics and some stuff.
Well,
Nice.
doing if you're only going that far down, couldn't you hook up a hookah system that you could?
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually talked to Digging with Seven. I was on Relics Radio with him and DK, and he gave me some links to some videos that showed me how to build my own hookah setup. That way, I
Yeah.
won't spend $800 on a Blue Nemo.
Well, yeah, and then you won't have to get certified either.
Right.
Yep,
Yep. That's true.
still, have you dove before?
I haven't scuba. No, I
Okay.
haven't scuba. No, everything. Scuba would be new to me, and gold panning, gold dredging, that would be new to me too. Just
But have you used a hookah before?
no, I haven't. I got
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely be new for you, but it'll be worth learning to do.
I would definitely like to build one and do that. Like I said, the only problem is you can't see what you're doing under there. You can feel around, get a
Right.
little, you can get a little bit of light down there, you'll be all right. But it's kind of murky till you get way out on the ocean.
Yes. Or up in the mountains.
I'll tell you about my recent find now.
Oh, here, want me to show the picture of it?
If you can pull it up, go right ahead.
I guess I have to go out to Zoom and look at my YouTube.
Yeah, did you get that fixed, Ed?
What?
Putting up pictures? Oh wait, it was pitting people.
Yeah, I
you obviously got that
I
fixed.
got that fixed. But there's now here in a few seconds you'll be able to see this coin that our buddy John picked up. Get out of the way here.
This is this coin he's about to bring up is extremely rare. I consider it a find of a lifetime. I'll probably never find a coin that will top this, but I'm okay with that.
I'm glad you found my coin for me, John.
Yeah, right.
This have you got a picture of it? I don't see anything yet.
Yep.
Oh, it's up.
It's on YouTube.
This thing is called a Lord Baltimore shilling, and the year it was minted was actually the year that they requested it be minted was 1659 by a guy named Cecil Calvert, who had a bunch of land in Maryland. He named himself Lord Baltimore and had the Tower of London Mint create 4 denominations for him. One of them, as you see here, says it has an X and 2 I's. That is that means 12, of course, but that is a shilling. So that's what I found. There's also a 6 pence, which has a V and a 1. There's a groat, which is a 4 pence, and then there's a denarius or denarium, and it's a penny. So he had 4 denominations of currency made, 3 silvers and 1 copper.
Cool.
Well, when I pulled this out of the ground, of course, this is the same place we've been pulling up all this good stuff. I pulled this out of the ground. I called the guys over and said, "Hey, man, I got something big, round, and silver. Y'all want to check it out?" And of course, you could hear crickets. They're like, they're probably like, "Oh, damn it, he found another damn silver." So they come over there, and Don Detective looks at it. We don't recognize it. I don't recognize it. And he starts looking it up on Google, and he finds a picture of it, and he says it's a shilling. And then he says 1659. He goes, "No, that can't be right. That can't be right." And it's really hard to believe that you could find a coin that's 362 years old in the U.S. Uh, so we cleaned it up, did some research, and we started looking at pictures, and turns out the thing is extremely rare. I've had it on Instagram several times. And just today, I mailed it off to a place called Stax Bowers Galleries in New York City, which is a big auction house. So what they're going to do is they're going to do a light cleaning on it. They're going to send it to PCGS and have it graded. And then in November, it's going to go into an auction.
Oh,
How would you grade something like that? Because you can't grade it like a typical coin, can you?
Well, the rarity of it makes it really valuable, but the condition also comes in as a factor. So they'll look at the condition, and I've already had the guy look at it through pictures, and he's very, very excited about it being on the auction block. It's in good condition. I'm not sure what grade that would go for PCGS, because there's different grades for different coins, different
Right.
numbers.
now,
Understand.
M.A. Lyman wants to know, how thin is it?
Um, it's hard to say. It's got a nice edge around it. It looks thin, but it's in pretty good shape, the front and back, as you can see. It's not perfect, but for a coin that old, I'm really surprised the shape that it came out of the ground.
And you said it was minted in England?
It was yeah, the Cecil Calvert, who calls himself Lord Baltimore. Of course, that's Maryland. When they first got land in Maryland, he had the Tower of London mint 4 denominations for him. And
Okay.
this was the biggest denomination of the 4. This was a shilling. And like I was saying earlier, there's a 6 pence, a 4 pence, and a penny.
Right.
So how many of these did he have minted?
What's that?
How many did he have minted?
We don't know.
You don't know how many of each denomination. It doesn't seem like it would be worth minting just one.
Oh, I'm sure there were thousands, but it's hard to say. But let me show you this book right here. You guys, in metal detecting, if you've ever seen this book before, you know that this is written by a guy that's local in Smithfield. His name is Bill Dancy. It's called Discovering Virginia's Colonial Artifacts. In my last video, I put his coin that's in here in the back in the video. He found a 6 pence, and his 6 pence had a hole in it, and it was in pretty rough condition, but it was still quite valuable. So that's where I got some information. One of the things that he said in there, which was really intriguing, is that only less than 170 of these coins of all denominations are known to exist.
Dog, just out of curiosity, and I saw it asked a little bit earlier. I'm sorry, I don't know who asked it. What do you think it's going to be valued at? What are you hoping to sell it at?
I'm gonna do a lot of social media hype on it and try to send some letters out to some people, letting them know about it when I get the date. Just from the guy looking at it on the pictures, he said easily 10 to 15,000.
He's probably being real conservative about that then.
They're grading it so they'll get more for it.
It's
Okay.
rare. Once it's graded and everything, and people start hearing about it, it may pick up. Maybe it could go higher than 15,000. I don't get my hopes up on it, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, the auction house is gonna try and get every bit they can for it. They want their cut.
Absolutely. And the good thing about that is when I sent the thing out today, they paid for the shipping, which is next day shipping. It'll be there tomorrow. They're paying for the grading, which is between $150 and $300 PCGS.
You mean they're paying up front for
Yep.
it?
Gonna pay for all the grading and everything because it's so rare. And if it was just an average coin, I wanted to get, a US coin that was maybe a low mintage, they would charge me and PCGS would make me join their, their website.
Ah,
But Stax Bowers, who works with PCGS, they're gonna cover all the cost. And he told me today that I'm gonna get 100% of whatever they get at auction, and the buyer has to pay them a 20%.
buyer's premium. Well, that's good.
That's
That's
good
good.
for
I like
you.
that.
Yeah, heck
They'll
yeah.
they'll still get a cut and you get everything for it. Nice.
Yep.
I hope it brings a premium.
It would be nice.
Some stinking rich collector needs that one piece and brings you 6 figures.
We
Jim
better
from
let Richard. We better let Richard know about it.
Jim from Coils to the Soil said, "New boat."
U-boat.
I'm not giving up on the relic riser just yet. I had it out in the water. The engine runs good. She had a few problems, but if I can't I'm trying to get it out at least a half a dozen times before it gets too cold to get out there. If I can do
Hey.
that, I'll be happy.
One more pantsa's got to know what it's worth. Here's what I found out with my dad, who was a very renowned collector on the West Coast.
Okay.
It's worth what anyone's willing to pay you.
Absolutely.
It'll be worth more if two of them are willing to pay it.
Right. But
A lot of people hear about the auction before it happens. That's more people bidding on it, more people bumping that price right up, which is fine by me. So
Oh yeah.
we're gonna have to
Hey.
get the word out there.
Yeah, let me say hi to Terry Marshall. What's up, Terry? Hope you guys are okay there. Yeah, we heard about the earthquake.
Yeah. I hope you're fine, Terry, our friend from down under.
Well, you guys talk amongst yourself while I take a short recess. And I'll be back in about a minute and a half. How's that?
Okay. And everybody who's sticking around like great people you are, we are going to have a giveaway here before the end of the show. Compliments of our friend John, the Digologist. If you have yet become a subscriber to his channel, head on over there. Show him some Flash Fam love.
Right. Yeah, and I imagine he's going to put out enough information that everybody can go check out the auction as it's happening.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be interesting to watch that.
I would say make sure to subscribe to his channel, and I'm sure you'll get updates as it goes along.
Right.
I don't know, Rose and Deej. Anything material like that for the most part. Yes, I'm a sentimentalist to a degree. But if I could use it to get something else I want, you know, like my gold nuggets or anything like that, I've had tons and tons of time for displaying crap. Now I want to weed down all that crap.
Dime Detective says, flash in your pan. 100 years from now, zinc pennies will be on the auction block. 100 years from now, zinc pennies won't even be around. Well, they'll be all disintegrated. They'll be the last 5 years.
I don't know. I have some zinc pennies that are still really good condition.
Yeah, we'll just have to keep them safe, Jess. You have to keep them
Okay.
in the perfect environment, like a wine,
Yeah.
Right.
Like out of the dirt.
Right.
Same here, pretty much, Jim. If someone's willing to buy it, I'll sell it.
All right, I'm back. There's a guy in the chat, Dennis Hedrick.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
a guy by the name of Greg who owns a coin shop in New Baltimore, Virginia. You should get a hold of him for the hype a lot. The time to run Fredericksburg Coin People. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Dennis. Definitely want to get the information out there.
You should probably, if you have the link to the auction house, would be pretty cool. I'm sure there'll be people in here that want to follow, and just if for no other reason, just to see what it goes for. You
What
know?
was the
Yeah.
auction house again?
I'm gonna do a video on this auction, and I would like to, if possible, I'd like to actually do a live stream on it. We'll see what happens. I'll make sure everybody knows about it and get some links out there. Don't have the information right now, but I'll definitely keep everybody up on what's going on, because this is a big thing in the coin community, a big thing in the metal detecting community, the treasure hunting. It's very, very, like I said, very rare find. I'm extremely lucky. I never thought I would dig a coin like that. And I really hope that my hunt buddies will come across some more of them. You just don't know if there's any more there. We got a lot more ground to cover, and we're still trying to get it all before the houses get in there.
You never know. You never know.
We found a lot of Spanish reals, so about 3 Spanish reals. I found a trime, my first trime ever.
Can you elaborate on what a trime is? I'm a newbie here, so.
That's okay, no problem. A trime is a US 3-cent piece. They came out in 1800s. They were used mostly for buying stamps. When they first started out, they were 75% silver, and in 1856 they got bumped up to 90% silver for the reason of making them more appealing, which I really don't understand that. But yeah, if you get one, a trime is it's smaller than a dime. It has 3 Roman numeral 1s on the back of it, and on the other side it has a star. And most of the time you can get them with the date still intact. In the last 2 months, all 3 of us that hunt together have found a trime. The first time was Daniel. He found one in a field not far from where he lives. Somebody just come through there, well, he got permission a long time ago, and they come through there and bush hogged it. So we jumped in there, and he got I can't remember the year, but I think it was 1856 or maybe a 53 trime. That's in one of my videos. And then in this field that we've been hunting, I got one day, and then about a week later, his brother found one probably less than 50 yards away from where I found mine. So we've been extremely lucky. When we hunt, though, we're pretty thorough. We cover the ground, then we cover it again, and then after it rains, we cover it a couple more times. Because if anybody that metal detects knows, once it rains, the water gets in the ground and it's more conductive. The targets show up. But yeah, trime's US 3-cent piece. If you go on Wikipedia, it'll tell you all about it, a little bit of history on it.
But not to be mistaken for half cents.
No. A trime is a 3-cent piece. So a half cent would be basically half of a 1 cent. And usually the half cents were about the size of a quarter.
Oh.
I have one British half cent that I found. But 1 cents are usually about the size of a 50-cent piece, and the half cents are a quarter. But the trime is really tiny. I can understand how they lose them.
Yeah.
I really can.
Being so small, huh?
Yeah. Any more questions, y'all? I'm all talk.
Have we covered bucket list places? Have we covered areas that you're really
No.
wanting to go?
No, I was just thinking the same thing, Rose.
Yeah. If you no holds barred, you can go anywhere you want. There's nothing stopping you. Where would you go?
Well, let's see. There's a couple places. I think I would like to hunt the hell out of Yorktown, Virginia, the battlefields.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It is absolutely forbidden to go there. And there was guys that came from somewhere up in New England and went there with night vision and went hunting in the woods. got away with it, but they came back again and got caught because they left their holes open.
Uh-huh.
The park rangers seen the holes open and they knew what was up. So when they came back around, the night, the rangers, they had their thermals and they were just spying them out in the woods. Guys ended up losing a lot of stuff, detectors, vehicles got impounded, people went to
Oh,
jail.
yeah.
Wow.
And we don't encourage any of that
Serves
illegal.
them right.
Uh,
Digging with Deej, does the property owner know about your find?
Where we're at? No.
Appreciate the honesty.
Nope. We got permission. All he needs to know is we're not in his way when he's there running equipment.
all he cares about.
That's his main thing. Don't come around here while we got equipment rolling, and
Right.
we'll
Don't get in our way. We'll leave you alone too.
yeah, we don't go on the sites where they're already done work. We don't go and dig a bunch of holes in the ground they've got smoothed out, and so we stay in the fields way ahead of them. Save it before they pave it.
So do you have a white elephant? Something you've been dying to find?
Wow, there's quite a few things.
There's got to be one.
Let me show you this one thing which I didn't know was a bucket lister.
That happens sometimes about things in bucket lists. Oh, I didn't know I wanted that there.
Right.
All right, y'all can see this. I don't know if you can see much detail on it. Let me a little bit. This is a fur trade silver during pound to ground 2019. I wasn't finding much on the fields. Didn't have a lot of luck.
Nice.
I was back at our rental house. Went along. It was set right on the shore of Lake Champlain. We just decided to go out there and hunt in the ground in the field, the house, yard around it. And I went down on the shore, got an 84 signal, and I thought it was a piece of aluminum can. Turned out to be this thing.
So what do you call it?
This is called a fur trade silver. Basically, we created silver buckles and stuff like this. This is called a fur trade silver brooch. We created these to trade for beaver pelts, otter pelts with the Native Americans.
So that would be something like a Hudson Bay Company trapper would have.
Right. This here, well, before we were over here trapping, the Native Americans were giving us all the pelts we needed, and they loved this silver. They absolutely loved it. They love adorning themselves with it, rings, buckles, brooches, and they would go out and trap all the beavers and all the otters and skin them, and we trade the silver with. That's why they call it fur trade.
So that is that the way it was traded? Was that traded like as a brooch? It looks like something that you would use to hold a cake together.
I believe, I don't know exactly how this one was used, but I believe it was in a girl's hair, like a braided.
Oh, okay.
It does look like a hairpiece, yes.
Yeah, you see the modern ones today, they look similar to this. If there's any girls here, yeah, other than this one, but yeah.
There's some ladies present.
There are some similar items out these days, but yeah, I believe this was used to adorn their hair.
Yeah, okay.
It could have been a Native American female, could have been a male. It's hard to say. I don't have any photos showing them with any of this jewelry on them.
Right.
But
So it was traded to them in that form.
This is one of the forms. Yes.
Okay, in a useful form for them, right?
Yeah, I think they might have had rings too, from what I can tell from some of the things I've read. I don't know a lot about fur trade silver history, but I did find out about an hour after I found this. But after I found it, I sent a picture to this veteran relic hunter named Steve Fenner. Steve's been doing it all his life. And he came back, and I didn't know what it was. Hey, this is neat. What is it? He said, it's a fur trade silver. Congratulations. I had to go look it up online to find out what it was and get some detail on it. I'll hold it up here for you. You can see it's got some fancy design on it.
Yeah, that's real pretty.
It wants to focus on your face.
Yeah, if you put your hand behind it, so you
Yeah.
get there. You go.
All right, can y'all see that?
Much better. I do. I can see a little bit on the bottom now.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow.
See how fancy
Cool.
that is? I haven't tried to clean it. I don't want to take the tarnish off of it. I just want to leave
Oh no, leave the patina on it. Leave the patina on it.
Beautiful.
Well, this is my most prized relic, and the
Not
coin I just sent out was my most prized coin, but of course it'll probably go into some collector's family of coins. And like you said, he may have the other three and is looking for a shilling.
You never know.
It's going to be
You
interesting.
got, wouldn't it be awesome if you had two guys that had the other three looking for that shilling?
That'd be awesome.
Well, that would be really cool. That would
Even better yet, if there's three, get a big bidding war in there.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed on that, buddy.
Hey, what a treasure hunt, huh?
I'm looking forward to it. If you want to understand, the auction is going to be held in November. So
Cool. I definitely want to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, keep an eye out for John's video about that, and it'd be cool if you do it live. Oh, you're at 970 now,
Woohoo!
John.
Guys, big hugs to all you guys out there who subscribe me, and I really appreciate it. I've been working really hard. I've got lots of hours in hunting and lots of hours in video editing, and I've kind of sunk my heart and soul into it because this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I want to do. They'll probably find me laying in a field one day with my metal detector and my pinpointer going off.
Bill, our friend,
You know,
our friend. Oh, sorry, John. Our friend Bill. He's like, bring John back after the auction.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like
what do
that.
you say, John? Can we schedule you for after the auction and see how you did?
absolutely. Yes.
There's your answer, Bill.
You'll either be crying your beer or just passing out cigars.
You know what? The low end is 5 figures. So
Nice.
5 figures goes from 10,000 to 99,000. So
Right.
Mhm.
I'm not going to get my hopes up. I really hope that it does sell really well. I'm pretty sure that since there's only less than 170 of these coins known in the U.S., that it's probably going to be very popular.
Well, I hope it's 6 figures, Betty.
That would be awesome because I could give away some metal detectors. I could do some live streams. I'd probably have 800 people streaming trying to get them metal detectors. But it was
Yeah, no kidding.
it would
No,
be.
You watch though after the night. Our friends are in the chat. Go in there and they'll watch your videos and share them, and
Oh yeah.
your numbers will start climbing.
This
As long as you
community-
got good content, you know.
I tell you what, for the content I have, there's just not as many people that know about my channel as I would like.
Mhm.
If I got out there a little bit more and pushed more social media, I could probably get more views, more subscribers.
Right.
I've been
Well,
mainly
yeah,
Instagram.
but you want your growth to be natural, not something that's
all generic.
yeah. You want it to be a natural growth, not something that you've pumped up over one or two things. You know.
Yeah,
You want it to grow at a natural.
Far is he from?
We all know it's a marathon, not a sprint race.
So how far are you from Norfolk?
I'm
Norfolk.
about from Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm just through the Midtown Tunnel. I can be in Norfolk from my driveway in about less than 15 minutes.
I was stationed there.
Yeah, I was stationed at Fort Eustis.
I used to live close to Fort Eustis.
Yeah.
Or useless.
Or useless, useless, whatever. Where were you stationed at?
Norfolk.
Norfolk. My wife was stationed at the naval base.
In
Yeah.
Norfolk.
A lot of people have been through here. It's
Yeah.
big military area.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yards, military.
That's where I sunk that barge. Didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah, we went to Virginia Beach all the time. I don't know what it looks like now. It was a shithole then. Oh, oops. Oops.
You know we're a family friendly show, Ruby.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes it just
sorry.
sometimes it just slips out.
Oh hell yeah, I know.
Virginia Beach is a tourist trap.
Yeah.
If you go metal detecting there, you're competing with the gig master, a guy in our club. He goes out there and finds rings every month. He finds probably 8 or 10 rings.
Oh, I bet.
And it's just, there's a lot of competition. You got to get out there at low tide. You got to swing. You got to get there before everybody else.
Gotta get there before Jim and Gina.
Yep. Get there before the gig master and Steve. Quite a
I
few.
bet it's the same in South Carolina too, at Myrtle Beach area. I bet it's the same there too, because when we were there, we saw a lot of people out on the beach metal detecting.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Early in the morning. First
Late
thing in
at
the morning.
night, early in the morning.
Right.
They'd have their flashlights out there.
Yeah, I've been out on the beach at night with the headlamp on. It's peaceful at night sometimes, you know, if there's not a lot of tourists around.
Right.
But I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
A
really-
good question here. Dennis, are you going to have what's that called?
A reserve.
A reserve.
I haven't spoken to the coordinator about a reserve, but I will do some talking to him. I've got a few more questions to ask him about. You know,
Just understand that with the reserve, if it doesn't meet that reserve and it doesn't sell, you're still on the hook for their percentage.
that's true. That's true. Well, the seller, the buyer is actually paying the percentage. So
But
Right.
if it don't sell,
If it sells, if it doesn't sell,
yeah,
you're on the hook for the percentage of that reserve.
that's true.
So
Well, I'll definitely.
just so you're aware, that still doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't put a reserve on it. I would probably want to do one myself. Maybe not at quite what they're saying it should be as a minimum, but at least something that you can say, okay, it didn't reach that 6 figures, but it did reach this, and I'll accept that, so.
Yeah.
But just so you're aware that at an auction, if you put a reserve on it and it doesn't sell for that, you are on the hook for that
Oh, yeah.
premium.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but he's never mentioned reserve. I'm not sure how he works their auctions. Now, I don't know if y'all have ever looked at any videos on Stax Bowers, but they're worldwide, and some of the coins on there are selling for several $1 million.
Right. They may not allow a reserve.
Yeah.
mm,
It's
That's be something you need to get more information about, definitely.
on the paperwork that I sent back, there was no mention of putting a reserve down. It was basically insurance, shipping, and consignment,
Right.
and it was shipped off today.
There'll be more paperwork for you.
Right.
yeah, it looks like they have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they've got some really high dollar coin auctions on there, and I watched one the other day where a coin sold for 8,400,000.
Oh my
Yikes.
gosh. Oh my goodness.
They got so many high. If you go to archive.stacksbowers.com, you can look at all their past coin auctions, and they start at the highest one. Some of them were up there $8, $9, $10 million, and then they start going down as you go through the pages.
Oh,
But-
they even have an eBay store.
Oh.
They will They have
Holy Toledo.
seeing the price.
Jiminy Christmas, Batman. A 1794 flown hair silver dollar went for $10 million, over $10 million.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Just remember us when you're stinking rich, John.
Look, if I get enough money, my
Ohio,
truck, I'll be happy.
Ohio Relic Hunter. Ohio Relic Hunter says if John's coin sells for more than 100,000, us mere peasants will never hear from him again. So
Yeah.
look for a follow-up show.
I'll make one last video. Don't worry.
Yeah, one last video.
Well, you already agreed to come on after the auction, so
Yeah.
can we have that in writing, John?
Last videos. I'll make a goodbye video. No, seriously, it's sold for big money. Of course, you know, I'm never going to stop metal detecting. I don't care if I win the lottery tomorrow. It's just something I love to do.
Right.
I could be living in a mansion and walking out the door every Saturday morning with my metal detector in my hand. It's
Yeah.
not about the money. It's about the passion. It's about the thrill of the hunt.
Right.
The money would make it easier on you to make
Right.
more
I'd have more
videos.
time to hunt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
More time to hunt. That'd be even
More
great.
time and more ability.
I could have a better boat. I could bring more people along with me to hunt. So it could work out. It's good to dream. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Hey.
And thank everybody who subscribed.
Isn't that what treasure hunting's all about though? Is the dream?
Oh,
The
yeah.
dream, the hunt, the research, the knowledge that you get from it. You know, all that stuff counts.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Charles Garrett and Mel Fisher, they were
The value of the treasure is great. Also, let's not pretend that getting something that is a big payoff is, it's a wonderful thing. Also,
yeah.
But yeah, the thrill of the hunt. That's what it's about.
I don't think that's something that'll ever go away, even if you're rich.
No, then you want to go after bigger treasure.
Right. Yeah. Then you go follow up.
Like Fisher family. I think they're still working on recovering stuff from the Anatolia.
Right.
I do have a treasure hunting map back here on the wall. It's a paper map, and it shows all the shipwrecks along the East Coast, Virginia, North Carolina. So maybe I could step it up. We'll see.
That sounds perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd give you, hey, if nothing else, a nicer piece of equipment.
There you
Absolutely.
go.
Something that will find giant gold nuggets.
Some,
There you go.
great content for the YouTube channel.
There you go.
All right. Let's see. Jim from Coils of Soil. We are with Hampton Roads Recovery. Yes, Jim, I've heard of them guys. They actually tried to get me to join up when I first started detecting, and I just felt like they're just a bunch of old geezers just getting together and talking. And I wasn't interested, but now I'm in a club. And I'm kind of like one of them old geezers.
Funny how that works out, right?
Yeah, I tell you, I think the metal detecting gods and karma had a plan for me, because when I was younger, we would see metal detectors at the beach and we would throw pennies out ahead of him.
Oh.
You're that guy.
Mhm.
What can I say?
I'm asked to ask you about Queen Anne.
Say that again. Who was it? Queen Anne? Who's asking?
Dime Detective.
Is he referring to the car? What I want to know.
He's your buddy. I don't know. I'm sure you'd know more than me.
You have a car called Queen Anne?
Yeah, he's got this old beater Dodge that we drive around in. No one knows it. It's kind of like an undercover relic hunting car. And he calls it the Queen Anne's Dodge because he's a big fan of Blackbeard the pirate. So he named it instead of Queen Anne's Revenge, it's Queen Anne's Dodge. And take that thing everywhere it'll go. It doesn't rip the muffler off the bottom of it. It sounds like a tank now when you're driving it.
Yeah, he's
We don't care.
about the car. Our Queen Anne.
So everything is Queen Anne's Dodge and roll. That's what we do. Sometimes I'll leave my truck. A lot of times I'll leave my truck at his house. It's good to go in a vehicle that not a lot of people know because they see you park somewhere and detecting, and then they go, "Oh, I might check that out." Since I see John and Daniel over there.
Yeah, I'm sure good detection spots are like prospecting spots and fishing spots.
Oh yeah,
And you know what they say, loose lips.
that's right.
No, Ed, what follows after that?
Shh. No tell 'em creek, sis. Loose lips sink ships.
Yep. HD Shovel Ed, how you doing, man?
What's up, Ed?
Hey, brother.
What's up, Ed?
I'm glad you're not too badly hurt. If you would have been at home, that wouldn't have happened, though.
Yeah.
What
HD had a little trouble on the road down in Alabama. So I'm glad he's with us.
I looked at one of HD Shovel Ed's videos one time, and he had some really nice gemstones on there, and I was really
Yeah.
impressed. Really impressed because like I said, I'm a fan of the rock hunting. When I see a nice cluster of amethyst or some crystals, it's kind of like pulling a really nice relic out of the ground because you have the appreciation for the beauty of that stone.
I ordered not my first, the first one I went off of Amazon, but my second bag of gemstone pay dirt because of HD. He did a video on it, him and Gemstone Judy.
Yeah.
They've got some beautiful pieces.
Glad you're okay, Ed. Ohio Real Country, how are you?
That is the reason I don't put detecting stickers on my truck. Gotta maintain a little anonymity. Yeah. Gotta fly low and avoid the radar.
Tell me, you guys want to give something away? I've got a couple things I'd like to give away tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, we're getting to that point. We have
I'm getting there.
yeah.
So you guys know what to do, right? So you got to type in the chat. Chat in the chat.
That's right. And I know everyone that's been through here is still not here, so hey, the ones that do stay, they get to reap the rewards when we're have the opportunity to give something away, right, John?
Yep. You know how you want to run this? Do you want to do the special word?
Well,
you got something else in mind?
Let's do the special word.
Well, that would have to. Then they don't need to type anything.
Well, they have to say the
Let
special
me
word.
see. What's the special word? Quarter?
Out loud.
Oh yeah, Ohio Relic Hunter said shilling, but that's not what he's giving away there.
1964.
1964.
Well, right now I have it for active users, but I did put quarter in for the keyword. Oh.
Are we allowed to do it?
And if you can hear the keyword.
Darn it.
I got my quarter in. Yep, people are putting their quarters in there.
Oh, it might be case sensitive. It is case
Oh man.
So you have to have a capital Q, Jesse.
Capitalism.
Aha.
It is case sensitive.
Goddamn capitalism.
Okay, now we'll get a better better idea of who's really eligible,
attention.
because before on active users was like 61 or 68 eligible chatters, and there's only
Yeah, I was gonna say what?
and there's only 29, 34 in chat right now. So
Ed, I sent you a word we talked about earlier. But of course I misspelled it.
oh, I already have them saying a word, so
It's
if
not a
it's
mystery word.
it's not a mystery word. So, but it does have to be it is case sensitive, Smith's Gold. So you make that Q a capital, buddy.
You too, Willie.
Yes, it is Dime Detective, but no. I went and put in quarter, John, because it's a quarter. It's a silver quarter.
Oh, hi, relic hunter. You gotta get
Wrong.
that right. Yeah.
It is case sensitive. Don't blame me, blame Nightbot. Well, we have 15 eligible users right now. Oh, wait. Oh,
No, detective.
I forgot to press the mods button, so now we have 23. So,
All right, so everybody who's eligible had to type in the word quarter, is that correct?
yes.
That's correct.
And you know what the word is to win the quarter that we talked about earlier, correct? Remember that word?
No.
It's
I
quarter.
did a direct message to you.
Quarter. Yes,
Oh.
we got it. But case sensitive.
Case sensitive. All right.
Moto. GoPro Unlimited. Practical Ken? Question mark.
Now I think they're just playing with you, Ed.
I blame Dano.
I'm good with that.
He's got broad shoulders.
That's right.
All right, we have 23 out of 34. And
Yes, 25% of a dollar.
yes. And let me know when you want Nightbot to pick a winner.
All right. Go for it now.
Yeah, you see, it is a silver quarter.
Oh yeah, it's silver.
Winner is
Digging with Deej.
Heck
Digging
yeah.
with Deej.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Congrats, Deej. You win this very shiny 1964 silver quarter.
nice. Is she still here?
She had to
She
chat.
had to
Oh, she
chat.
hasn't been here.
Right.
Congratulations, Deej.
Maybe she had a recess.
Yeah.
Congrats. All right. Well, we'll see if we get her to respond in just a couple minutes.
Yep.
Let me give her a call. I don't have Deeja's number. That was a joke.
Boop, boop, boop.
I can message her on Instagram, but all right.
Deej. So, how much time are we gonna give her to announce she's here?
We'll just move on to the next giveaway, and when she shows back up in the chat, then we'll tell her what's up. How's that sound?
That's so fair.
shit.
That's nice.
Okay. Ooh, a
Oh.
prospector silver
Oh.
coin.
I think that's
Ooh.
called copper. Yeah.
Copper.
That's
It's a
copper round?
The copper
Oh, yeah.
round, yeah.
Okay.
American Prospector copper
And it's
round.
proof. It's a proof.
Yep,
So it's
very
been
nice.
struck twice.
Nice.
Per day.
Nice. So
You're right.
we'll do another keyword on that.
All right. You want to pick the keyword, Ed?
Hey, GPU.
Well, I'm gonna tell everybody too, so
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'll go with prospector.
That's right. Okay.
Or
All right.
And it is case sensitive with the capital P, people.
what the heck is that?
My timer. Sorry, Deej. Snooze, you lose.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Just kidding.
I thought that went off because you said P. All right.
That's the wrong word, Jeff.
Prospector in there.
Copper.
Copper.
Proctologist.
Proctologist. Yeah.
It's onomatopoeia.
Oh no,
Good
no,
night,
Deej. Ottis Farris.
Good Giant Jim. Maybe I'll see you out there. We can get a hunt in. Maybe do a beach hunt. Maybe do a relic hunt. You can message me on Instagram or call me. You got my number.
Moto
You
mining.
got his. I believe I have Deej's address anyway.
That's okay. I'll make sure she gets it for sure. All she got to do is shoot me her address. I'll send her a message through my messaging on Instagram and tell her she won if she's not coming back in the chat.
Well, she ain't here. She's snooze, she lose. Damn it. Love you, Deej, but you know how it goes here.
They're trying to take your quarter, Deej.
Hello.
Thank you, Mr. Lodak.
I think I'll text her really quick. I'm that nice, at least.
So you
Yeah.
have her phone number, okay?
Oh yeah, I have Deej's. She's part of the Flash fam. She's been to Gold Rush Days and Flash Bash.
I would
Hey,
like
Laura.
I would like to come to one of
See
your
Laura there.
It's a
Honestly,
great
Joe,
time. Yep.
When is your flash bash, Ed?
First weekend in June.
I am going to have to put that on my calendar to remind me.
You
I just
won.
covered dish. Is that what it is?
Huh?
Go up with a covered dish. Is that what it is? Is that how you want it? Some green bean casserole. Maybe some Carolina barbecue.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, definitely bring food too.
Absolutely.
I just sent her a message, John. You won a silver quarter. You better get back in here.
Where the hell did she go anyways?
I don't know. That's what I want to know.
She was in here long enough to type in the word, but then took off. Oh, come on.
Apparently. Shame on. I know, huh?
Oh, there could be a legitimate reason, guys.
What? She's retired. And
What
what
somebody rang the
legitimate
doorbell.
reason could she have?
Maybe somebody
Like
rang
a
her
woman
doorbell.
thing.
Oh,
There she is. Woo!
All right, Deej, congratulations.
Yeah, I just text her and I'm like, you win, silver quarter. Better get back in here. Do me a favor, Deej.
There you go, Deej. This beautiful 64 silver quarters coming to you. I just need to get your address and I'll get it out in the mail to you tomorrow. How's that sound?
If you want, they could send me their address and I could forward it to you in an email if you want, John.
Yeah,
That
we can do
work for you?
Have a good night.
Congrats, Deej. I'm out. Take care, guys. Remember, Joel, if you're not here, buddy.
Thanks for sticking around, Drummond the Tech. We really appreciate it. I really do. You guys are like family to me. Matter of fact, I've made a few comments to people I work with that my metal detecting family is better than my real family.
Deej says you have her address.
Okay, I'll check it out. I'll probably do in my email or something. Let me check it out and see.
All right. Well, if you don't, Deej, I could pass it on to him, or he could message you on Instagram.
It's probably on one of her old emails from a while back.
You made her that that's right. You made her that metal sculpture.
True.
She has displayed proudly in her studio.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get together.
Yeah, we will.
All right. Remember, next one is Prospector. Ooh, I better type something in there. Because I think I could even win.
Let you guys look at this again. There's the verse. Got a prospector on there. Looks really nice.
What? I don't
Here's
see my number. I don't see my name.
Hey, do you see what Jared? Do you see what Jared commented?
Oh wow. Okay. I'll head over there and comment on it, Mr. Lodak.
How many people do we got eligible?
We have 22. 22.
Sounds good. 1 ounce of copper.
Like those odds.
1 ounce copper prospector round is case sensitive. So
Appreciate it. Go on Instagram and take a look at some of them finds. Quite a few good ones. I appreciate that. All right.
yes, Moto 1 ounce copper round.
Oh, Miss Laurel, that's grams.
Put it back up here for y'all again if y'all didn't see it.
And it's copper, not silver, Miss Laurel.
Good looking.
I made that mistake on there too because when I first saw it, it looked silver.
It's a beautiful
Pretty
coin.
shiny.
Yeah, beautiful coin.
Or what do they call this? An ignet or whatever it's called. Ingot. I can't even pronounce it.
Ingot.
Thank you.
Dee just sent you an email.
All right.
Or she sent your address, her address, some way.
I probably still have it on there because I did send you a package. Just wasn't thinking about it at the time.
All right. Well.
Oh.
Ready to pick a winner yet?
I'm ready when y'all are.
Ringo, you need to type in prospector.
Do it.
Quick.
Hurry,
Oh,
quick.
yeah, with a capital P. With a capital P.
Capital P. Prospector with a capital P.
Yep. Hurry up. Get in there. Ringo.
He hasn't done it. He's gonna lose.
Running out of time. Got other people jumping in.
Hello, Judy.
Miss Laura says, spin it, baby.
He must not be interested.
I guess not.
Silver plated. No, it's just copper.
It's just-
Round, not
Yeah,
silver.
it's a proof. It's
Yeah.
a proof set. It was
Yeah.
struck twice. That's what makes it shiny like that.
Yep, just copper, no silver plating on it.
Yep, yep. It's a copper.
It's a kappa.
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 It's a kappa.
Kappa. One for the money. Two for show. Three to get ready, and winner, chicken dinner.
It's gonna be
There is.
Dennis Hendrick.
Dennis.
Dinner.
Dennis Hendrick. Dennis Hendrick.
Winner, winner.
Winner. Email me your address, Dennis, and I'll forward it to John for you.
Appreciate that. I will get him
I agree, Miss Laurel.
copper
Great.
round.
Ha ha ha.
Congrats, Dennis. Get it out in the mail tomorrow for you. Let me get that address, and if you want to, y'all can you can email me at treasureguy89@gmail.com.
Okay, your email, I could put it up there.
What's your YouTube page? What's your YouTube channel again?
Digologist.
Digologist. So if you haven't subscribed, get over there, subscribe to him, check out his stuff.
Yeah, I've bumped up a few subscriptions tonight. I can tell.
Heck yeah. This is a great community, man.
It is. I was I remember earlier I think I was at 957, and someone said I was at 970.
960.
971 now.
970.
971.
Appreciate it. When I get to before I get to 1,000, I'm going to announce a giveaway video for my subscriber appreciation. And if you look at some of my older videos, you'll see that I give away some really nice stuff. Like, for example, I'll show you something. Y'all see this?
Oh, nice shovel.
This is the Land Jammer, heavy duty metal detecting shovel.
Look at that.
Nice.
I'll give you a long view of it. If you can see it, it's kind of.
Did you make that?
Yes, I made this myself. I do metal fabrication. I work in the metal trade. I drew the design up on DeltaCAD, burned it out on the burn table that I run. Made it, bought chrome moly tube, made the tube, and put little plugs on the handles. And I heat treated the blade. This is A50 steel. It's been heat treated and tempered. Heavy duty. This thing will cut through any roots, any vines.
You say you use chrome moly on the handle?
It's chrome moly tubing.
Yeah, that's some light tubing.
Uh,
That's what they use in airplanes.
yeah, it's strong, very, very strong.
Very strong, very light.
This piece here that connects the blade to the shovel is a piece of steel. I got an echo. I can't remember what grade that is. And it will not break. This weld will not come loose.
What's the blade made out of?
It's A50 steel, just above the 800 mild steel.
Deej
Right.
wants to know how much it weighs.
This weighs approximately 3.5 pounds.
You need some beta testers.
Yep, you can get one of these to bin test if you'd like. I've got 4 of them left. I'm going to come up with a new design. This is my land jammer design. I'm going to come up with a better design. It's going to be narrower, a different type of handle, a D handle on it. I'm going to let these go. I got them on OfferUp right now, and of course that's local. And I got them on Craigslist for $50 a piece. That's a great deal.
Not a bad price.
Worth every penny of it, guaranteed.
Yeah, that's not a bad price because shovel that size, and to be honest, I don't know the quality that you have, but the shovel that size is gonna run you at least 65 bucks.
Yep.
At least.
I've got this color right here, which is a lagoon blue. I've got safety orange and soy built red. Shameless plug.
Did you say those were powder coated or no?
No, they're just enamel paint with clear
Okay.
coat. Yeah, I primer them. I clean them up after I heat treat the blades. I primer them, paint them, and clear coat them. It's just enamel paint, spray enamel paint.
Yep, multiple uses. Dig up stuff, bury stuff.
Wax stuff.
Sure thing, Laurel.
Yep, you could pretty much cut through any roots with this. They can be good gardening shovels too. If you have ground that you want to garden on, of course, it's got a lot of small vines and roots. So thought I'd bring that up. I'm most likely going to give away one of those. If I haven't sold all those, I'll give one of those away on my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. If I do happen to sell these before then the 1,000 subscriber giveaway will have one of my new designs that I'm coming out with.
Dime Detective says you're keeping the pink one for yourself.
No, I would hunt with a pink one. Yeah, it wouldn't bother me. If anybody said anything, I could hit them over the head with it.
And bury them. That's why you bury some things one more pan. After you hit them over the head with your pink shovel.
So what's Moto Mining says a shovel with a bush hook would be amazing. What is a bush hook?
It's probably like a hooked machete.
Yeah, I'm wondering what that bush hook is myself. Is it something that could be incorporated into a shovel? One thing that I know from experience when a shovel, if you're walking through the woods, anytime you walk through a briar or past some low limbs, something on that shovel is going to try to catch it, and you're going to be yanking. You got to be careful what you put on there, or you're just going to be aggravated. Most of the time, I have to carry mine like this in the woods ahead of me. That way, they don't get tangled up into small vines and briars. All right, anybody got any questions?
Reg, how do you pronounce that? Labe. He says all his keep breaking in the same spot, right at the base.
Who is this?
Reg.
Huh. Well, obviously it isn't one of the Digologists.
Oh.
Dime wants me to ask, what do you dig through? Dime Detectives says, ask about what we dig through.
Okay. Yeah. Well, most of the time in the fall, we're in the woods. We're digging through plenty of giant roots, and there's vines in there that are, some of them are, an inch in diameter, running across the ground, and it's in the forest, it's in the woods. You're gonna have everything in your way, everything fighting you. But I don't know if he was referring to anything in particular, but And we dig through a lot of roots, some rocks. Sometimes we hit some bricks.
Pretty much the same stuff we dig through: dirt, rocks, roots.
Roots.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
And in our rivers and streams, we go through bricks sometimes too. Glass and metal.
Go ahead, we're in overtime.
Yeah, we're into
Welcome, Dennis.
overtime.
Thanks for joining in the chat tonight. I really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that came on here tonight and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to, like I said earlier in the chat, I'm trying to get some water hunting videos in, but I got to make sure that this boat is safe for us guys when we're out there.
Right.
Safety
make
first,
sure
man.
That we're not, paddling it with a small emergency oar. The
Next,
engine runs good. It's just the problem was a water leak, and then there was a small oil leak. I fixed all that, but now I got a starter problem. So I'll be fixing that tomorrow.
yeah, those used starters
The OAT.
Yep.
and a water leak's never good in a boat.
No.
If you guys want to see the hell I went through restoring this boat, you can go on my channel and go to on the top tabs, and you can find the whole series, part 1 through 8 on restoring the bayliner, and it'll show you everything I went through to get this boat to where it's at. And it was a lot of work, but when you're determined to do something, you do it. There was some setbacks.
A boat on a good day is a lot of work.
Yeah.
When you buy one in this condition, you find out things later on after you buy a boat that you didn't.
You're right. And you can tell I've had a boat, right? I said, you can tell I've had a boat.
Yeah, definitely.
What model bayliner?
It is it's a bayliner Capri. It's a 19-footer. It'll seat 7 people. I've replaced about 80% of the deck, put down new fiberglass, new paint, padding on the floor, recovered the vinyl, carburetors rebuilt, new starter, another new starter coming up, new fuel pump, belts, all the little things around the engine that really go bad. The engine is pretty much bulletproof. It runs good. It really does.
Yeah, it's all the outside stuff, all the hanging parts.
Exactly. You'll have your belt come loose and start flopping around, then you smell rubber burning. You got to fix that. It's just a lot of maintenance. And the person who had it before me, they really neglected it.
Have you had to change steering cables yet?
No steering cables.
I
I do have to adjust the throttle cable. I found out today from another boat owner who's a big fisherman how to do that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get some water hunting videos out there.
That's a whole new career.
Huh?
That's a whole new career owning a boat.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
I'm not easily discouraged. Now, if I was to start it up and the engine was to fly apart, I might say, I'm thinking I'm gonna go buy me one.
Well, you might be able to after your auction.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Hopefully.
I was gonna say, I hope what you've got going on now works out, man. It seems like you put a lot of work into it. So.
Right.
Somebody recently stole my other boat. I had a 12-foot kayak sitting in my backyard on some sawhorses, and somebody in the neighborhood or somebody around here just helped herself to it, walked out the back gate with my kayak.
Well, I hope it sinks on them.
Yeah, they should drown. It was a nice kayak.
May their socks always be wet.
Yeah. May their butt get wet every time they go out in it.
Yeah.
That's the bad part.
Yeah, people love their boats. It doesn't matter what it costs them to keep it running all the time. They love their boats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though they know it's every time they take it out, it's going to cost them another $1,000.
This boat started out at $800 with the boat and the trailer.
Now it's about 10,000.
Yeah, that was it's probably what about, I'm going to say pushing 2.
Pushing 3, most
Ooh.
likely.
Pushing 3. Okay, I was being nice.
That's okay. No. Well, I put a lot of money into the floor. 3/4 inch plywood was not cheap.
Yeah, and what a time to have to buy plywood, huh?
Well, at the time when I bought it, they weren't price gouging us. It didn't go real high, so I got lucky. I also had to replace some 2x4 members underneath the decking that were rotted. So that came into play along with the regular decking. And one thing I've learned about building a deck on a boat is there's very few 90-degree angles.
Yeah, kind of like my house.
Started out 90 degrees, but you know.
Well, John, I appreciate you joining us. I hope you had as good of a time as we did.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you made it, Rose.
Ours late, guys.
Thank you,
Hey,
Rose.
It's okay, sis. You're here.
I want to, I just want to remind everybody. I want to say thank you to everybody who subbed me tonight. Also, if you want to look at some of my finds without going through hours of videos, you can just go over to my Instagram. It's called Digologist, and you can scroll through my pictures there. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do an announcement for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and that should be coming up within the next couple of weeks. And I give away at least 3 prizes. It'll be worth it.
Excellent. Excellent. Again, we'll have to get you on after the auction so we could find out how rich you are and when you're going to take us on that trip.
I about that trip. I forgot about the trip thing.
Hey, it is what it is. We don't care where to.
On your new big boat.
Right. Find
a
a
boating trip in the 20-year-old Bayliner. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Let me see. Next week is Open Line Tuesday. So you know what that is. If you want to call in and get abused by us for an evening, you're more than welcome to. Let's get his autograph now before he starts charging for him. Oh, Bill.
Who are you talking about, Ed?
He must be talking about John. He's gonna be rich.
He's talking about you.
Not me.
Yeah, you.
Not me.
You're Ed.
It says flash in your pan. Let's get his autograph now before he starts charging for him. His.
Oh, okay.
Keyword. His.
Okay.
I'm just Ed. I'm just me. It's all of you out there that are special and somebody. Again, everybody, thanks for joining us. Thank you, John, Jesse, Dano, and Rose. All of the Flash fam. Until next time, may you always have a flash in your pan.
Goodbye, guys. Congratulations, Deej and Derek, Dennis. Get your stuff to you.
And maybe one day too, we'll meet you on the river, field, stream. Who knows? Ridge. Good night, everybody. God bless. Love you all.
Later, everybody.
Bye, guys. Bye, Laura.
Stay safe out there.
GoPro, I'll have a comment on that, Mr. Lodak.
Hey, Ed.
Special ed.
5, 4, 3,
Good night,
2,
Laura.
1.
Mark Miller.
Good night,
Yes, sir.
everybody.
All right, folks.
Yeah, blame it on the phone, Miss Laura.
Bye. Sleep tight.
Jeff,
Bye, Laura.
night.
Love you,